Hello everyone, Opaque Flake here, welcome back to Let's Play Reading Historia. Gonna talk to me, some NPCs. Yeah, whatever. Oh my god. Prophet Noah. Well, the ideas of Prophet Noah. Also, he did exist. Anyways, the Vesper ring, comparing it to the Venus ring, is more HP. A lot more HP. Slightly less MP. For Ott, that's good. That's really good for Ott. Very good for Ott. Ott needs the HP. And I think that's all I got, so... yeah. So it does look like the final boss is heist as predicted, but only because he is the one who gives you the white Chronicle, so... it makes you wonder who the fuck heist really is. I'm guessing he's one of the ancients. That's my thought I was reading as I was speaking, so that kind of fucked me over. Looks like not everything is different in text. At least specific NPCs, I suppose. Alright, I'm gonna go on reading fast mode, which I kind of already do, but like I still been slowing down. I don't know, I feel like people who play JRPGs have gotten used to the read speed because there's so much reading in this game. I mean, one of the reasons I'm really good at reading is because of fucking JRPGs. That's how, like, let's read this guy's text real quick. It might not be as fast as yours, but it, like, once I see all the words, my mind just processes it really well. Yeah, it's just, that's all I need. So, you know, all this reading, I get most of my reading from like fantasy books and JRPGs more than I do educational books such as, well, stuff used to advance your education. Like, look at my bookcase real quick. Learning French, Theaters 101. And then, well, actually I have some other shit, but I'm just like naming some of the classes that I, what do you call them? What do they call? Fuck. What are those classes called that you just take just for credits? No. Ah, it's bothering me. Why do I not know this word? I feel like learning another language on top of Espanol is, which is my home language. Home language? Yeah, why not? It's kind of fucked my brain over because I know some French terms and then there's some Japanese terms. I know more French than anything else well, as a third language, but... if the more languages you know, the more fucks with your brain, and I feel like that's actually true. But curriculums, extracurriculum activities, not curriculum activities, academics. Let's go with that. Is this a side quest? Alright, let's repeat this one more time. That commotion ended. Standing here like always. Debris. City Odyssey Gate works every year. Queen Rucus. Blah blah blah. A timely warning. Ugh. Peacemakers. World Gauntlet. 62 for those craving power. 6 attack. I lose the luck. I'd rather keep the luck. The last knife. It's still not as great as the other knife. Titanium. Oh, nothing's changed. Accidentally swap the screens. That's one feature I like about this emulator, is that you can just swap screens on the fly. And the great thing about that is it just helps, because there are sometimes you do need to focus on one screen more than the other. Alright, before I enter the castle, obviously gonna talk to everyone, but at the same time I also want to recap some of the story. Maybe actually I should do that until the very end, like right before we fight Heist. Who looks like a fucking buff as fuck Master Roshi, but with like pointy features such as his nose and chin, and somehow his eyes. Yeah, fuck it, let's talk to the girl in the inn. I'm pretty sure I can talk to other NPCs like in Alistair and stuff. That's one thing that was pretty cool about Final Fantasy X. That if you went all the way back, some NPCs would have different dialogue. Right after the events. There are some events, I did a whole Let's Play on Final Fantasy X where you can backtrack very far just to get a nice item that can help you in the future, or just to get extra text, or no matter what. And I'm not talking about characters in your party, but characters that are NPCs that have names, like Luzu and what's his other name? Forgot the other dude's name. I only remember Luzu because he's the one who survives. That's the cool thing about it. Grandia 2 didn't have that, I think. I want to say they didn't have that, only because I didn't go all the way back to different towns when I could to talk to other NPCs. Maybe this game does? I don't know. All I can say is, even if you don't talk to every NPC, they won't really shed a lot of insight on what's going on around in the world as much as Grandia 2 or Final Fantasy X, from my experience. I'm not going to say anything about the Trails games or anything Falcom that isn't Ys. I'm not going to say anything about that, or Persona, because I don't really play those, nor do I want to. I'll throw in some confessions about this later. Did I already read all this? Oh yeah, I have, huh? I feel like I've read this before. I'm getting deja vu. Okay, maybe not. near. Ruka isn't coming. I suppose I spoke too soon. Maybe the deja vu was my alternate history. Or am I the alternate history? Already doing this. Alright, I'm done talking to NPCs because they'd be like, what was that? And that's about it for the most part. Or not. Can I even go to Yuruka's room now? Well, let's find out. I also want to go back into the Hall of whatever. Hall of Royals? I don't know. Never mind. I want to see if there's a hidden item in there. I know where the Judgment Cliffs are, because it has to be obvious. There's only one spot I couldn't advance. And I've been there, and it takes you outside to the world map. And that's the one right between, or right next to the cave, where Rosh ambushes you or talks to you. But before I go there, I want to see if I can go to Alice, though, and talk to Fennel. I guess I can go in here. Okay, well, never mind. Don't touch any of these books that will give you historical knowledge and preventing past and learning for advancing into the future. Precious. You'll just fuck it up. Come back to me when you wear glasses. Glasses, eh? I need to think of this carefully. I don't know why he says I need to think of this carefully when he could just pick the wrong decision and just go into the Chronicle whenever the fuck he wants. And my guess is the Imperial Ruins is where Marco betrays everyone. And that's the only area we haven't been to. Another guess I had was because there are so many missing blocks in my story. I doubt they're all side quests. There's these two right here. And there's probably some right here, but there's like, other than Odds Pair, most of them are completed or been uncovered to be completed. Most of the ones that aren't completed are like skill books and shit. Once you get to the ending, I feel like random blotches will pop up somewhere, like here or whatever, and they're just boss fights, so they're completely optional. Because I have like 53 to go. That's quite a bit. But in the meantime, Alistair's pretty far. I doubt the story will let me go though, but it's worth checking. Also, I don't feel like using anyone else right now. And why would I? I think Gafka's doing way better than Rosh. If anything, I should change Gafka for Rainy, but yeah, I can't. But Gafka's the only one who can pull, other than Marco and Rosh. And he does damage and does quite a bit of multiplication attacks. I mean, Marco does too, and he has Transturn. I know I give him a lot of shit, but the thing is, like, I still need to do proper damage, and Gafka can fulfill that role, and it doesn't take that much of other equipment or armor. Not that it matters, but the only downside is his speed. Maybe Marco is a lot better later in the future, but if I am going to be bringing Aunt, which I am, I need someone to fulfill the role to grapple, to play around with the traps, or else a boss will stick in the top corner. They could be like thin or fat and won't be able to do much. Right. Rush, one column lowers defense, poison. She's a good side mage. I just wish she had more. Like, Gafka has something that resets everyone and puts it in the center, which is perfect. So he's just a good setup. Combined with stock, it's even better for Ott. this is really, oh shit, this is really beautiful music. Like really beautiful music. I didn't get to mention, I think, but the music in Borgia is really fucking beautiful too. Really fucking beautiful. This game doesn't have the best soundtrack, but it has a memorable soundtrack. The difference between that is a good soundtrack you'll want to listen to continuously. A memorable soundtrack is like, oh, I remember that, and I remember liking it. Although that's debatable. It's always debatable when it comes to preference in visuals and music and all that shit. I'm guessing these are traps. Crap. Purple flame chicken. Shadow chicken. I mean, it's purple, so shadow, right? Hellbird, Butcher, and Dark Jaguar. I hope I get that same formation again. Jeez, how many hits, man? How many hits? Perfect. Check this out. We'll set a simple bomb trap. Gafka's gonna put everyone in there with Wind God Strike. And then we're gonna launch him to the air. And then Ott's gonna push him. And that should be it. That's a deadly fucking trap. Or combination, whatever you want to call it. Look at that. Delicious. All because of Gafka. And the cool thing is, no matter what, as long as the bomb is in a cross formation from the center, that combo will fucking devastate anything. Honestly, did not expect this at all. It's not that I'm not prepared, it's just didn't expect it is all. Wind God Strike! Kinda like putting Hushel or Haskell's voice from Legend of Dragoon into Gafka now. So think of his voice, but in a beast manner. Wind God Strike. Wind. I don't know. I don't know what your voice interpretation of Gafka is. No, they have nothing to say. Okay. It won't be enough, but it'll do damage. Bolt Star Trap. Wind God Strike to the right. Actually, let's make it more lethal. Air Assault into the right. Could be overkill though. Delicious. Rosh and Marco, but nothing of value was learned. I had 3 hunches who it might be, but Yuruka kind of killed one of them. I thought that mass figure would be Ernest. One of them was, of course, King Victor, and the other one was Keel. But only because I'm like, oh, well, why not? Why not Keel, right? Marco, heal us, do your thing. But I really want to know myself, what is Heist up to? Not yet. Let's explore the top floor first. I want that item. Rally, I do. Normally I would end the part, but I'm gonna keep on going. See what happens, you know? I feel like after the boss fight, make this part really long. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I want to know right now. Every time I stop, it's like, I want to keep on playing. Whoa. That shit went quick. I think it's rusting. Gigas, Menace, and Butcher. Let's put a Volt Trap here. You do your thing. Wind God strike. And let's try to seal it. Let's try to steal from them. I was debating if I wanted to steal or end the fight, but yeah, let's end the fight. I think I already ended the fight with just one trap, but Guard Down Plus, Divine Water, and Panacea. Or Panakia. I think when I was a kid I used to say that. Panakia. Wait, haven't I seen that word before? Freakagle? Freakagle Mercy. I think it's a gun. Freakagle Mercy. Huh. I'm missing it. I'm like, probably already passed it like twice. Or it could be a gun. Yep, it's a gun. 25, 90 minus 15. Kills before the victim feels pain. Freakugel Mercy. Huh. Freakugel. That's kind of fun to say. Freakugel. Fantasy a plus. Really good item. I should go buy more. But I forgot where. It's not in Forgia, so it must be in probably Alista or Granorg. Remember seeing it. Pretty sure it's Granorg. Could be Skull. That's a big bear. Before I fight it though, Nirvana plate. I knew I'd find something of use. That's straight up Gakko, right? Sweet. 2245 minus 4. It is 10 attack, but I get some defense, and I'll take the defense. You know what? Let's add some MP to him real quick. With the Royal Yelly. And his cis tumor-ish jaw or whatever. The whole board's taken up. Oh, except that one. Alright, well, we'll use that one then. Volt Staro Trap. I'm gonna need 2 stock turns. And he is next. Actually, no, he won't. Because he takes up 4 spaces, so no matter what. He's gonna hit the trap. Platinum Bear. And he better survive. Yeah, go ahead, I don't mind. He's gonna steal from you anyways. And just in case, Qigong wait. Magic down plus. Rosh leveled up, and that's about it. He should be 40 by now. 39, never mind. It's 1 off. I don't think this is the final dungeon. Can't be. Because we're still in one timeline. They both have to merge. Right? So we got Heist Scheme Shadow Crown. They're still like separate up here. They have to merge at, I'm guessing right here then. But the book ends here. I don't know, I just feel like they have to merge to get the proper timeline and shit. Because there's still 2 timelines. What would it matter if one gets desertified and the other doesn't? You know, as long as you save a timeline. And the right timeline, quote unquote right timeline, was not sandified. Did not expect him to be wanting Stark to be the successor. However, he's one of those villains. Everyone deserves to die. It's the only way we'll be free or something like that. But I think he means everyone deserves to die because of all the war and strife and shit. But yeah. Anyways, let's put a bomb. As per usual. You do your things. And then we just steal from the corpses. Heist is a really lame villain right now, but I'm hoping they'll do a saving grace with me. I really am. Ooh, there's some nice steals. This should take me to the item. Right? Item? Maybe? Okay, more than one. Fair enough. I was kind of worried we'd do a boss fight or something, like a mini boss fight if anything. But nope. Just more talking. They're low. The spear, 65-100. Carried by those known as the Lions. Well, that's not a rainy weapon. I say it's not because she's really good with magic. It's more of a rush weapon. Only 7 attack, 2 speed. Well, he gets speed back and 100 health. Rosh has so much health, but he is a fucking commander with all that fucking armor. His sprite is so beautiful, especially his battle sprite. I feel like I'm missing a hidden item. Why can't his battle sprite, like, when you fight him, be like his normal sprite? Not too much to ask. It's like Final Fantasy. When you fight a boss, they have like a beautiful sprite. And then the overall, they're all chibi and shit. The boss, that is. But I don't know, man. Just I always dislike that. But I get it. You gotta show off the animations, and too many pixels is kind of bad, so... Power zone. This is bad. And somehow, the little girl survived. Yay! His best character. I'm guessing this is the wrong way to go. It seems like it's the right way to go. Besides, Gafka's pretty fucking awesome now that I, use him. Thanks to the book. I mean, think about it. Just think about it a little bit. Just a little bit. He has a whole row. I'll show you in the battle. He has a whole front row push. But better yet, he has a whole area center grab, whatever. That's just amazing. So no matter where they're at, they're gonna go to the center. I am going the right way, aren't I? Well, that wasn't so interesting, but I want to keep playing. I'm not gonna end the part here. I know some of you are just as interested as I am. So let's keep going. The wrong way, that is. And by that I mean let's go back, because I went the right way. Twice! Item. Wing arm. 7 speed? I don't need speed anymore. Well, I could use 1. Oh, I thought it was gonna be 7. It's 8. Gafka with more mana is really good, because I'm using a lot of mana with him, so for now, yeah, it's really good. Okay, so let's recap. Ice was a sacrifice, said fuck that shit. Then Yuruka, but because Ernest was really against his Daddy, he gets sacrificed. But then Heist comes in and just fucks shit up and somewhat saves Ernest, but he's in Historica or Black Chronicle. He manipulates or alters his memories, creating stock, and madness ensues. But at the beginning of the game, Teal and Lipty, they probably already knew, obviously. They said we couldn't stop this from happening, the whole desertification of everything. So, at one point, Heist succeeds, unless they're referring to the scenario where Heist succeeds in convincing Stock to desertify the world. In which case, the bad ending will be the beginning of the game, which is that. Right? Or it could be a little bit more simpler than that. It should take me to the item on the first floor. Maybe? Maybe not. What is the first floor? Alright, let's keep going down. Please don't be the right way, I'll figure it out by a save point anyways. This is gonna be a really long part. Holy shit, how many vines do I have to go down? For a palace that's desertified, I went the right way. There really is no... Well, there's some vegetation here. Alright, let's fight these real quick. Same as before, fellas. I wonder if you can organize the spells. Because some of it's just organized weird. I should check. I never really bothered to check. I learned Qigong. Not a Qigong wave, but a Qigong. Let's find out what it does real quick. One ally recovers HP low. So it's chakra, just not. Anyways, I'll see at the very top. Okay, so that other vine, I'm assuming it's what leads you to that treasure chest on the first floor, or the stationary floor, the base floor, whatever, where we first started off. Yep. Oh, that for superiority. Okay, see, at the very bottom. I don't think it's the last boss fight. This is not a final dungeon material, but it kinda is at the same time. We'll see. I'll test it out. Okay, so it turns out there is a boss fight. And I'm about to hit an hour. I want to keep on going, but now would be a good time to stop. So with that said and done, thanks for watching this part of Let's Play Reading Historia with me, Opaque. Thanks. Bye.